President Biden took to the podium around 12:30 Saturday afternoon here at the East Portland Community Center. He talked of lowering costs for American families, primarily seniors. He championed his Inflation Reduction Act, which could lower the cost of prescription drugs. He also took aim at Republicans, saying if they succeed in Congress, the cost of health care could go up for millions of Americans. About 400 people filled the East Portland Community Center Saturday to see President Joe Biden. It's the second time he's visited the Rose City this year.
It's fantastic. People forget that Oregon even exists, right? I never thought I'd see a president come out here, so it is pretty cool.
Amber Cooper even brought her son.
It's my first time.
Who got a special treat from the Secret Service. President Biden was joined by Senators Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley and Representative Suzanne Bonamici.
And it's such a pleasure to welcome the president here for the second time this year.
Biden's focus today, inflation and how it's impacting prescription drug costs.
This year alone, drug companies rated the price of more than 1,200 drugs higher than the rate of inflation.
He talked of his Inflation Reduction Act, which will go into effect in January. It will lower health care premiums for millions of Americans, drop prescription drug prices, and cap out-of-pocket expenses for prescription drugs at $2,000 per year.
Today marks the beginning of Medicaid's they call it open enrollment period. So when seniors pick plans for next year, they'll be able to take advantage of the progress we've made.
His Inflation Reduction Act will also cap out-of-pocket costs for things like insulin to just $35.
We're going to keep fighting for lower costs for cost of living of insulin for children and families as well. Because of the Inflation Reduction Act, seniors in Medicare Part D are also going to be able to get their recommended vaccines like shingles vaccines and vaccines without any copays.
A change that would help many of the families sitting in the audience.
A lot of my aunts are senior citizens, and they have to pay for Medicare medications out of their pocket.
Biden also targeted the Republicans in Congress.
Every single Democrat in Congress voted for the Inflation Reduction Act, and every single Republican voted against it. Every single one.
This concerned some Oregonians like Claire Surrett.
And for the Republicans to be so cold-hearted as to not recognize the real impacts for people, in their daily lives, that is very disturbing, and I hope we don't see that happen.
Biden taking the opportunity to highlight his view of the working class.
I'm a bubble-up guy. Seriously. When the middle class does well, working class people have a way up, and the wealthy do just fine. They do just fine. And by the way, the middle class built this country, and unions built the middle class.
Leaving many with a renewed sense of hope.
Because it's easy to lose hope right now. Things are scary. And so I really appreciated that he had that to say to us.
We just have to remember, who in God's name we are. This is the United States of America.
President Biden's next stop is Delaware, where he'll stay throughout the weekend. In Southeast Portland, Blair Best, KGW News.